A very big welcome to you, my dear Aquarius, and of course a big welcome to the other zodiac signs that are here for an inspiration. The Sun in Virgo, giving the light to the Moon, which is in your sign. We all feel that, and so the message is for us all, but particularly for you, my dear Aquarius. So let's see, what is the deck bringing today to you? You're getting the King of Pentacles. That's Taurus. He stands here on the antlers. And that's hair, right? Hair it represents that we are connected to our spiritual third eye. And what's important here is that you see there are 3 coins. And the 2 legs are connected with the 2 hemispheres of the brain, right? Because the antlers come out directly here from the right and from the left side of the brain. And he stands there with his feet. It's a very interesting picture to show Taurus. Now this is the masculine aspect of Taurus, right? Yes, it's the King of Pentacles, but in this deck we have a feminine and a masculine version. So here comes the masculine version. So this is the number 2, the second zodiac sign. And the 2 is duality. So let's see what Taurus is wanting to tell you. So either you know a Taurus, or this card is saying start thinking or acting or having like a Taurus. Feel stable, even though he's like with his legs open standing here on these 2 antlers, which doesn't feel like a stable position. Nevertheless, right, he has his hands in his pockets and he looks secure. He's connected, right, with this animal, and what's coming is the Sun. So the Sun in Virgo, which is also an earth sign like Taurus, is bringing you observe now the personality becoming more and more grounded through the routine, through what we know how to arrange. Even Mercury now is in Virgo, right? Sun and Mercury in Virgo. And it's important to recognize that the 19 plus the 2 is then the 21. That's the world, that's Saturn. That's if you want to control the world in the way you control seem fit, not controlling the people, not controlling the animals or nature, but controlling it from your perspective of that you are part of it. The 21, we have the 20, that's Pluto. Pluto is in Aquarius, in your sign. And so it's speaking indirectly through this combination. And the 1, Mercury, the magician. Magic is this world who understands it and can stand here. Now the 19, we have the 10, which is Jupiter, but it could also be the 1, which is then Mercury in Virgo. The 9 is the Hermit, is Virgo. So Virgo is in here in the 9. And I can calculate the 19 together into a 10, and the 10 is then Jupiter in Leo, and the 10 plus the 2 is the 12. That's the Hangman. That's Neptune. Neptune is in Aries. So all these combinations, right, are making this reading even more complex, as you can see, right? And I think the end result is the 3. If I calculate the 12 together, I get the 3. If I calculate the 21 together, I get the 3. And the 3 is the Empress. She's Venus, and Venus is in Libra right now, right? So there's all this background happening here in this moment. And I think you should understand that you want to stand here in your third eye, glorious, shining a light out into the world. You are the one that shows who he is through the diligence, through the work that he does, right, in this world, so that you can be successful. Because Taurus is the success from the earth. A success that says, here we are, working with the earth, not against it, right? And I think Taurus is bringing you that understanding that true success looks different than what we constantly get from these extreme rich people who are, for me, not someone I look up to. Right? So if you want to stand up here, you better do the things in such a way that it's connected to all. So here we have the cave, the protection. And this is the number 17. And the 17 is in the tarot, of course, the star. That's you. So you are getting the message of you have to find the place now when you stand up here. Right? This is a star. This is an earth star. And it's like spikes, like here. And it's really interesting. It's like the 17 turns into an 8. The 8 and the 3 that was left here is the 11. So there's a portal. Use that portal to stand up here for the world and find your cave, find the place where you feel comfortable. So in here we have the 10 or the 1, right? Again, Jupiter and Mercury. Jupiter in Leo, we want to show ourselves, the sun. And Mercury in Virgo is like the information comes from the perspective of the earth. Now the 7 in here is then the crown chakra. Is also Cancer, the emotional success that makes standing up here worth standing up here because you're emotionally feeling successful, not just financially. Wow, what a message is coming through here, right? Strong. So understand the 11, right? And see also that the 17 plus the 3 is the 20 again. Pluto is in your sign and is changing things, is transforming you the same way you transform your body constantly through shedding the skin and building a new body every 7 years. There's the 7. So get deep into it, right? Understand what this message right now is bringing you. It's a strong message that yes, sometimes you want to get back into your cave, you want to protect yourself. But remember, the sun is a dwarf star. You are a star. A star is bigger than the sun. It's like, okay. So, yeah, stand here and do you understand the sun and the stars, right? Do you understand the moon in your sign is bringing you this message right now? And you can, like, be someone that is glorious, right? Just do it for the right reason. It's important that we do things for the right reason, because if we don't do it, it feels like, why even bother? But some people do bother, right? For quite some horrendous energies, they don't mind. And I just hope you are observing that, right? That you see that money is important, but not that important that you do terrible things to people, to nature, to this earth. And so see that you can be like a child sitting here on this horse and glowing, and know that you have that cave, that you have that place deep within, you have that core. Know that core, trust that core, that it will bring you into always the places where you feel protected. Wow, what a message. Powerful. I hope I see you in the next one. That's when we get the sun in Libra. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.